Hey, how are y'all doing? Try to do a reading, see how this reading goes. Holy Spirit, you're welcome to your help me. Alright, let's just get into it. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shayna. You can call me Shay, you can call me Shay, or whatever you want. Yeah, right now there is great pain. You have great pain in this hour. You're definitely you're not peaceful from this pain, that's for sure. Let's see. You are being blessed in this hour. The Sun card, there are, whatever you're going through right now, whatever is leaving you with pain, this is actually going to uplift you. This is actually a blessing in disguise, okay? You're going to learn how to control your emotions through this, all right? We need to get your emotions in check. There's no need to be feeling what you're feeling. If you're feeling down and out, you need to be uplifted out of that. All right. Everything happens divinely guided. All right. However, it's supposed to happen. Life lessons, things happen to teach us things, to teach us how to be better people, to teach us how to make better decisions in our life concerning everything. Everything. All right. So, actually, what you're going through, even if you feel betrayed, you feel a lot of hurt in this hour, you're actually rising you above, and it's putting you in a emperor state. Like, you're rising. All this is going to it's going to build you. You're going to learn from it. You're going to learn how to set solid foundations. You're going to learn how to live a life at its fullest, okay? And right, and you're also learning how to be assertive, how to control your emotions. So that's why your emotions a little out of whack, because you're learning how to control them and get them intact, okay? And nothing is going to cross you. You won't allow it, all right? But you need to be discerning over this. Like, you don't have your guard too high up. Yeah, right now you're going through a tower moment. This is why you're experiencing these emotions. You're going through a tower moment. Tower moments are not a scary thing. It's actually a time of great healing, of great learning, not to repeat the same cycles over and over again, okay? Yeah, you're being carried through in this hour. You are exiting out of old phase in life, and you are being brought into the new, but you are spiritually being guided, and you are being protected, all right? There's nothing to fear. Nothing can chase you and have you. All of that, you're crossing over into a new timeline. Yeah, and this timeline is going to bring great abundance to you. All right? You are, all this sorrow, all this pain that you've been feeling, you need to start looking at it differently, okay? I don't care if anybody's betrayed you. I don't care. The card's already been pulled out. Due to karmatic effects, you are going through a downfall. But this is not a bad thing, all right? This is actually a good thing for you, and it's leading to much abundance. You will be celebrating. You should be celebrating your downfall, because you're learning. You are learning to move forward. You're learning not to repeat same cycles. You're learning how to control your emotions. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're in your 80s, all right? You are learning. You finally are going to be experiencing great peace and great abundance in your life. Yeah, because the world wants to bless you, all right? God knows. God knows that He can trust you through all this pain and all this turmoil. He's putting the staffs in your hands to do as you will. and to be as you will, and to really step into that authority role, alright? To really get your life under control, because your life has been out of whack up until this point. You haven't lived life to its fullest. You thought you have, but you haven't. I keep on getting you've partied way too much. It's time to grow up, baby, and that's what's happening, alright? Yep. See, death. The death card is pulled out. So you are dying to old habits. I said partying way too much, and then the death card comes out. Yeah, you probably been feeling a little bit because you ain't really been doing all that. Because you don't need to. It's time to grow up. And that's what you're doing. And all this is leaving you feeling kind of like out of balance. But you're not really out of balance. You're gaining strength from all of this, alright? Yeah, you're really gaining strength and you're really stepping into your spirituality in this hour. As soon as I said it, the Hierophant falls out. Yeah, you're really stepping into your spiritual power in this hour. So you need to start looking at things different. Whatever's troubling you right now, you actually need to look at it and be like, okay, what can I learn from this? What happened for me not to repeat these things, allow these things to happen to me again, keep on repeating them. Like, maybe some of y'all are learning that the people you thought are for you, they're really not for you. Alright? They're not, they busy in their past. They ain't even spiritually grown. You know what I'm saying? They cannot be a part of your immediate circle. Like, these people are to learn from you. They are to learn from you. You are to grow to teach these people, to teach them how to become good citizens, to be honest, to get out of their paranoid state, to get out of their anxiety, to stop letting fear run them. This is why a lot of people are freaking out right now. Even with COVID and vaccinations, they're going crazy, dude. You're not to hang out with these people. The people that are digging into conspiracy theories, that's not your crew. You're to help teach them. Your spirit will war against being friends with these people, because it's not for you. Yeah, your finances are coming through. Your finances are really coming through. I told you. They're coming through. Your finances are being brought up. This is why a lot of things need to go and everything, because now it's time to take care of what needs to be taken care of and get you to where you need to be. Whatever you want, you can have. Do you understand that? Whatever you want, you can have it. If you want to, if you're a car person, I'm not really a car person. Like, I want my Lexus, but I'm not, my favorite car is a Mustang Cobra. Matte black. With blood splattered on the wheels. Yeah, so you need to, you stop feeling sorry for yourself. Period. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Sorry to tell you how I'm going to tell it to you. You need to stop feeling sorry for yourself. You need to step up, because I see all this power within you, my friend. I see the world wanting to bless you. Alright? This tower moment is karmic effects, okay? Don't beat yourself up. You need to stop feeling sorry for yourself, and you stop beating yourself up, and you really need to step into your boss power, alright? Because you are a boss. You are the boss, alright? And you are to learn, like, how people have treated you, you are not to treat people that way. Do you understand? Because you know what it's like to be treated a certain way. So you are to take your power, because if you do not take your power, and you do not, yeah, you have somebody coming in and helping you, alright? To be a channel. But you are not to treat people how you were treated. Period. You are not to take your aggression out on them. Period. You are to learn from everything that you've been through, everything that you have been through up until this point. You are to learn from that. You are to learn how to not repeat tower moments where things come crashing down due to karmic effects, seed planting, alright? You are not to do that, alright? You also need to learn how to step into your intuition and to really be guided by your intuition, to really be guided by your spirit man, to make discernment choices of the spirit. You know what I'm saying? To really get in and get this thing done. Whatever you want, you ain't gonna get it by always, whoa. Woe is me. You know, it's time to boss up. I'm tired of hearing that stuff. I can hear your spirit. It's sad. That's called low vibrational state. Do you understand? When you start feeling sorry for yourself and you ain't happy with what you got, my friends, you living in a low vibrational state and you ain't gonna get nowhere but staying in that. It's time to boss up. We leveling up today. I love you. If you don't like what I gotta say, I bless you up out of here. There's the off button. Go ahead. Go about your way. It's okay. I ain't mad at you. Yeah. So you're in hermit stage right now. So in hermit stage, manifest your reality. Manifest your reality. All right. You got people carrying you through. Okay. The spirit, when you are in hermit stage, you are surrounded by the spiritual realm. You are surrounded because it is not an easy place to be in. You are to go inside. You are to pull out your light. I got the hermit stage along with the tower moment. That's how I know it's for real. Because you are being called to go inside yourself and to change things and to start perceiving differently and to start awakening to the spirit and understand that everything you want, you have. Everything that you need, you have. Look back to your past. There might have been angels put in your path. If you're looking for a job, you need it. Listen. There might have been a little tweet put in your path even about a year ago. That's how I got my job. I remember the tweety. Nobody wanted to hire me. I kept on going. Y'all, let me tell you, when I was in my hermit stage, it was crazy. I kept on, and the devil was trying to get me, but he can't have me. We walk on him. All right? But I would go to interviews for the first time ever. Like, people didn't want to hire me. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You know what I mean? You must not be. I used to be a recruiter. I know how to pin out good workers. These people must not be a recruiter. Or they're like, oh, she too good for this. She ain't going to stay with us. You know what I'm saying? It ain't being boastful. It ain't being arrogant. It's just being truthful. All right? But when I remembered an individual that God put in my path, and she told me about this job. I went and I applied for it. Next day I got a phone call. Oh yeah, some of y'all have some great love stepping in too. You got great love stepping in. Or you are in a relationship and you need to start leaning on your partner. You don't got no business leaning on nobody else. No business up in fantasy land with anybody else. If you got a partner, that partner loves you. I've been sitting here to tell you that. That partner loves you and that partner is going to help pull you out of this. But you got to learn to be honest. And you got to learn to stop repeating cycles. And if you're in a relationship, one of the first starting points is you need to be honest. You need to be honest with your partner. And you need to understand that you are even blessed to be in a relationship. Period. If they are physically abusing you, get out. If they are mentally abusing you, get out. But let me tell you something. If they're not, you need to evaluate what you do, all right? Because you might be doing too much because you all down and out because life didn't go the way you wanted it to go. Welcome to the world, all right? But you have a lot of blessings lying in your deck. There's a lot of blessings lying in here. World wants to bless you. World's giving you staff in your hands. And you got great love. And this great love is actually the one helping carry you through. But some of y'all too blind because you headed too far up in the clouds. And you sitting here in the la la land. And you're not even doing what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go inside you and pull out that light. And you should be very thankful that you have a partner standing beside you. And the angels are guarding y'all. Standing beside you to help pull you through this. That just makes me angry. I can't stand somebody when they got when they sticky legged, when they sticky down there. I can't stand that. You got somebody that loves you, and you want to sit here and you want to play games because you don't want to rekindle your relationship. Maybe that's why you having a tower moment because you did some things. Do you understand? The Bible tells us not to even look upon another woman and lust after her, that you have committed adultery in your heart. So, and ladies, this is for you too. So, if you are married, if you are in a covenant, and you are mentally traveling somewhere else, do you understand that you're committing adultery in the spirit? The Lord is not behind that. Satan might be behind that. Satan might be bringing y'all together. Sorry if you don't want to hear the truth. I'm telling you the truth. You got somebody. I can feel your spirit. Somebody has a partner that really loves them. They have issues too, just like you. But they really love you. And they want y'all to get through this. And they're carrying you through. And if you go to the Lord, both of y'all, go to the Lord, it's gonna be okay. Yeah. Told you. Lord ain't playing. He's got a staff. He's got a knight. There's people lined up to help y'all. It ain't always easy. After a period of time of being with somebody, you get tired of that person, you know? I know I'm making sure I never get that, you know, but um you get you get tired of that person. But again, if you're in abuse, you're in abuse. You need to get out. I had to do that a few years ago, and I'm thankful. You know what I mean? I'm very thankful. Does it get lonely? Of course it gets lonely. But I got as far away as I could from that person. And God actually used somebody else to help me get away from him. It's really embarrassing for me to say that, but it's true. You know? And the relationship wasn't right. And before I even met that person, and we never physically touched or nothing, but I was honest to my partner too. I was honest to my previous partner. He told me I was freaking crazy. I don't care. I said I'm going. No matter what, I know God's calling me to leave. Whether he's at the end of that tunnel or not, I know God's calling me to leave. You know what I mean? So, and that's what I did. And 2 years later, I'm still single. I mean, there's people I like. Big deal. You know what I mean? I have an open heart. I have open everything. So I ain't tied down to no man. You know what I mean? And it's not like I'm going around sleeping with people. I wouldn't do such a thing. It's disgusting to me. Having sex is disgusting to me. I don't want to have sex. I want to make love. You know what I mean? So understand that if you are in an abusive relationship, like a true abusive relationship, you have everything to get up and get out of that relationship. You have no business staying in it. You need to reach out to your resources to help get you out. That's what I had to do. That's the only way I got out. I didn't get out by my own money. I didn't get out by nothing. I got out by the people that God put in my path to get me out. And before that person even came into my life to even help, that God used to help give me the strength to get out, I already knew that our relationship was ending. I already knew it. I knew it from day one when I slept with the dude. The next day I broke up with him. Because it wasn't of God. And I knew it. You know what I mean? I just let my flesh get in the way. So, if you've been feeling like maybe, you know, maybe you're like me, maybe God's using somebody to help guide you out. All right, well, before God started using that person, did you already get the unction that God maybe wanted you out? Because if he did, you need to listen, you need to get out. Let me tell you something. That man that I left, at the end of it, I never wanted to see him hurt, you know, but I wanted to see realness of like love for me. And it wasn't real now, I know. But he was on his hands and knees and he was crying and begging me not to leave. And I was honest with him. Like I said, he told me I was crazy. And then, you know, like, you don't keep nothing from your partner, whether that partner's abusive or not. Now, if they're going to kill you, you need to get out. Don't say shit. You know what I mean? But I was honest to the guy. And he got down on his hands and knees and he begged me not to leave. And then when I finally moved out here and I called my mom and she's getting the rest of my stuff, he was at the home and he was crying. He's like, I can't believe she left. This dude evicted me and 3 kids. When he found out I was leaving, he evicted me because he wanted to make it look like it was me. It was because I got to the point finally after years. It's like we can't keep doing this. I've had enough. Like, this is not good for my children. This is not good for me. I gotta go. And when he found that out and he found out I was serious, then he went and he pulled eviction charges and started running his mouth even harder. You know what I mean? Making it look like, because he's worried about reputation and he's worried about looking good. So I had to take that, you know. But the day that I got here was actually my eviction day, and I called my mom and she's getting the rest of my stuff out of the house, and he came there and he was crying. He was like, I can't believe she actually left. I was going to tell her she could stay. And my mom looks at me, I was like, on the last day, dude, on the last day of her eviction day, you left her with children? Like, what is wrong with you? You know what I mean? So it wasn't easy. It was not easy where I am today. And I was in a hotel for a long time with children. And I was taken away from everything that I knew. And it wasn't easy. But it had to be done. And it's still not easy. You know, it gets really lonely. Like, but I'd rather be lonely than be. And why I'm talking like this is because the Lover's card was the last card to pull out. And I don't have to explain myself anyways. If you're vibing with me right now, you're vibing with me right now. I love you. But, you know, I'd rather be lonely than be with somebody I'm not meant to be with. You know, and it's okay. Like, I've had to really talk to myself because, like, there's been, like, several men, like, I'm attracted to, and I'm like, Shayna, you're not a whore. You know, you're not sleeping with these guys. And you already know that if one came through, all of you would go to that one, and those other ones could kiss the roof. And if they tried to come through, you would hand them over to your lover. Be like, you want to talk to me? You need to go through that dude. Good luck. You know what I mean? So I would much rather be in this state than be in a bad relationship. You know, I'm open for many of blessings, and somebody needs to hear that. Obviously, I'm open. I'm open for whatever God wants when it comes to love. You know, I'm open because of the I chose to listen to the Lord. I chose to leave. And I told this guy that I left, you know, I wanted him to come here. I wanted him to get me because he kept calling me his wife, you know? And I told him, I was like, look, God's calling me, because I told him, I was like, you know, it's not just you, it's not just me, but this is bad. I don't like the person I become. I don't like the things that my mouth says. I don't like any of this. So I gotta go. And God has promised me healing at the end of it. You know, the paranoia, the anxiety, the depression, the crossed love situation, because I was honest with him about it. I was like, God's promised me healing from all this, so I gotta go. And if you're the right one, God's gonna restore our path, because I'm not necessarily going out there to be with another man, no. And I told him this, so I was like, I kind of hope that guy that I'm telling you about there, I mean, more likely he's not, you know? But this has to be done for healing. And if you want me, and if I'm your wife, then you'll come for me. You know what I mean? And he never came. Like, months after I left, I called the guy and I was like, you know, so I got to the point, I broke down and started crying, and I was like, I miss my husband. You know, I miss him, and I want to do right, and I want to go back to him, and I want to listen to everything he says. And so I called him, and 2 days before that, he ordered me and the kids pizza, and he called me his wife. He said, I miss my wife, come home. And I'm like, okay. Well, when I really sat down and I thought about it, and I was like, God, I'm so sorry. Like, I miss my husband. And I just want to go back to him, and I just want to listen to what he tells me to do, you know? I called him up, and he's like, I met somebody else. And I'm like, oh, but you called me your wife a few days ago. And all of a sudden you meet somebody else? That's okay. It's just validation. It was all a mind game. What it was a mind game. He's a narcissist. He wanted to get me to the point where, because the girl was always there, but I didn't know that. Though my spirit knew, and I would tell him that. I'd be like, who are you talking to? Because I know, you know? He'd be like, what do you mean you know? I was like, I know, dude. I know. Because I'm getting the message. I, and the way that he worked as a narcissist was he wanted to get me to the point where I did break down, and I was like, oh, I need you, you know, I'm sorry, forgive me, can we make this work, can I come home, like, you've been asking me to come home, I'm I'm ready to come home, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and I'll do whatever it takes to make you feel better about everything that happened. He's like, oh, I met somebody, it's a narcissist, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I hope this blessed you somehow. But yeah, just be a little bit better with your finances, be a little bit more discerning. This can be tough, especially if you're going through an emotional state. Like, I used to be a really heavy spender. I was kind of raised like that. I'm not blaming nobody, but I would spend my emotions away. Like, I felt better if I spent money. You know what I mean? But, you know, money don't buy happiness. I mean, actually, to me, money can buy happiness. It can make you smile. Like, you know what I mean? Money can't buy joy. Joy is what you want. Happiness is an emotion. Joy stays. When you get joy, it stays, you know? So, technically, money can buy happiness. And if you're not advanced enough to understand that, that's okay. Money can buy happiness. Money can't buy joy. Because I guarantee you that if I went out and I bought you your dream car, I guarantee you you're going to be happy. So don't tell me money can't buy happiness. But just really get into yourself. Just really get into yourself, okay? And start pouring out what don't need to be there no more. Alright? You got this. I love you.